What's going on? One of my close friends, he just texted me and sent me a video of a Philadelphia news report on the George Washington Carver Science Fair at Temple University. And he contacted me because he was a little upset. Matter of fact, he was very upset at the newscast. Now, some people would say, hey, George Washington Carver Science Fair targets all the kids in the city, gets kids interested and involved in STEM at an early age, from the lower grades through junior high school through high school. But you know what? Being that it's at Temple University, he was pissed because they stated when it was founded in 1973. As if Temple is taking credit for starting the goddamn science fair. Excuse my expletives, but I gotta go there. Now, some of you that know me, and then those of you that don't, the reason why I'm making a statement about this, and it was brought to my attention by my people, like I said, they were pissed, said it ruined their day. That there was no mention of the true founder of the George Washington Carver Science Fair in the Philadelphia area. And I can speak on it because that person happens to be my father, Thomas Anderson Jr., former associate vice president at Temple University, who is now deceased. Funny how nobody mentioned in 1973 that it was founded by my father, along with co-founders that he brought in that were also educators. Not Temple. Temple was used as a homestead or base for the science fair when it started, because my dad was there and he wanted to include the university in it because it made good business sense. And as the science fair developed, Temple offered their in-kind services. Now, yes, there were departments within Temple that were involved in the science fair. But let's not get it twisted. For over 40 years, my father and some close colleagues were responsible, especially in its later years. My father was responsible, along with some of his close colleagues, for keeping that science fair going. It's over 40 years now. I watched my dad as a child growing up. I would help him set up in McGonigal Hall, in the gym, where the basketball team used to play, and we used to have the sub-gyms and set up there as well. Then you had the Academy of Natural Sciences that was involved. Later on, most recently, we're using the field houses at Temple, some of the newer field houses. One on Paulette Way and the other one, newer one, where they put a field house on the old track and football field. I'm not distraught, just disgusted, but I'm not surprised. I watched my dad labor year after year, finding and keeping sponsors to keep that science fair going. That's right, most of the funding, damn near 98.99% of the funding, were through connections that my dad fostered over the decades for the benefit of the children in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. And let's not get it twisted. This science fair was started to expose underrepresented minorities to the beauties of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, so that they would be introduced to it at an early enough age that they wouldn't be deterred from it later on in life as they got older, as if it was something too hard to do or not cool. As my dad used to say, science is in every aspect of our lives. STEM is in every aspect of our lives. Car I'm sitting in right now. From the material in these seats to the engine, it's all science. It's all STEM. As my dad used to say, you're brought into the world with science, and after you pass away, science prepares your body to go into the ground, to go to the next life. So I just had to speak because I've been real silent, for a minute. But this crap right here, it just shows the level of integrity and insight that institutions have. And institutions are no better than the individuals who are a part of or associated with those institutions. But in this case, there's some other people at fault that didn't give the information needed because I think it was intentional. Because Temple wants to take credit, as they did, for the George Washington Carver Science Fair, pretty much the way it was stated that they started in 1973, which is bullshit. That's right, I'm calling it bullshit. So remember, the George Washington Carver Science Fair in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area was started and founded, created by, I have the original freaking outline document that my dad wrote back then. All right, so I ain't just talking out the side of my neck. It was started by Thomas Anderson Jr. and several of his close colleagues who were also educators. So get it right. And next time, make sure you tell the truth. Show some goddamn integrity. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If the shoe fits, put it on.